right, I had to help Batman do Batman things. But here we are. Batman seems situated now. So this microphone attacking me does not seem situated though. No, we're not going to stand for this. Okay, hang on. I'm going to knock my teeth out with my microphone by accident real quick. I need a... Seems quiet? Okay, hang on. Is that... No. That wasn't very much. All right, how's that? How we doing? How we doing? Huh, interesting. Yeah, I got a different interface than the one I used to use. And I don't know if I love it. What's up? What's up? How we doing? Ooh-wee. All right. Well, at least the mic's not going to swing too much anymore. How we doing? How we all doing in this crazy, 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 insane off season? Hanging in there? Everybody staying warm? Because, ooh-wee, it's been cold up here. But today was actually pretty warm. It was a little too warm today. There we go. That looks good. So, yeah, how many teams have we had like full turnovers of in this off season? Like, so Tauntauns, Heat, Shock, Diesel, Arsenal, so that's like 5 with the which had some implications for Dynasty as well. So like that's a quarter of the league. Yeah, Heat rebuild with NRG. But that, I guess, I mean, that's the natural course, the NRG down and rebuying in. That's how that's how NRG does it seems. So, but that's a quarter of the league. That's way too many. Like a quarter. Could you imagine if a quarter of the NFL teams were completely different every year, or like not even the same franchise? So we have what, three semi-pro teams coming up with Collision, Wild Side, and obviously the Jungle Cats. So that's wild. I mean, you know, Collision had some big pickups too. with Frank and Brandon. I'm sure they'll do pretty good. Well, pretty good is relative, because it feels like anyone can be anyone, but it'll still be really top heavy. Right? Yeah, it might be good for the NFL. Yeah. Yeah, some of them are pretty bad. Last year I was having hope for Washington, and then, well, I guess they're not that good after all. But there's a lot of injuries this year. But yeah, it does make it hard to, like, if you have a favorite team and everything goes crazy. Like the Heat one is wild, because that's I feel like a cornerstone of the league. But I mean, maybe Bird Smith, Ryan Smith just wasn't as interested as well, because you got to think, Heat's so a lot of two of the pro owners who are also owners of the NXL are supporting teams, and they're the money teams because their boys were on the teams, right? With Impact and Houston Heat, and they're both league owners and team owners. But I mean, yeah, it's a lot to put in for sure. And we're 1 month in. Great breakdown, Christian. Thank you. Yeah, we need a graphic. We need like a graphic with like arrows of semi-pro teams coming up, and then some of the other ones, like, I don't know. In my head, I can see like a cool graphic to kind of explain how it is, and then kind of move everyone down, because like Tauntauns won't be the 6th seed. They'll be the FSU Collision won't be the 6th seed. You move down to the bottom. So, which is kind of a big deal. When we got the NBA currently talking about expansion, about adding 2 more teams. I think they're looking to add in Vegas and Seattle to bring that league up to 32 teams. So it's super interesting. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how it all plays out. Like the dynasty, some big implications there, bringing on the new talent. We'll see what impact that has. Really curious how the Hurricanes are going to do. Seems like they got a real good thing going. New owner, bringing in Fetty. That's a huge move. They should be doing, should be looking pretty good, I think, especially with that facility, bringing people in. Yeah, who would be shifted to the East? I mean, Dallas Cowboys are in the NFC East. You move over the Mavericks. Mavericks and Thunder, I guess. Or Rockets even. Yeah, Rockets, Mavs, or Thunder. But yeah, because that would require 2. Wow, that's actually a very good point. Oh no, you could actually do Memphis, New Orleans, or the Timberwolves, But if you look at a map, hang on, let's see. Let me see if I can pull this up. Oops. Where is my OBS? There we go. Yeah, see if you look here, like look how far east Memphis and New Orleans are. Like that'd be a pretty easy decision, I feel like. Bring up the chat back on this other monitor. Mute it too. Right? Yeah, those look like pretty easy calls. Yeah, because Grizzlies looks further east than the Bucks in Chicago. But that'd be wild. Will they do? Let's see. Okay, so I guess the decision comes next year. But can you imagine the expansion draft? Yeah, yeah. It wouldn't be fair? They're so good right now. It'd be comical. They'd just be in the finals every year. But heck, even in the West, they could be in the finals every year right now with what they got going on. If they're able to keep it together and keep cooking like they are, like that's a good team, man. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like I feel like with the data that's available now, and you're able to create the team you want. Like I think about when the Golden Knights first came in that first year, like, I mean, just in general, the Golden Knights, like, wow, right? Like, oh my goodness, they've just been so good. So we'll see what they come up with. But it would be wild to have an NBA team in Vegas. I'm sure attendance would be pretty good. And then Seattle's been begging for a team again. I don't know. I did like the Sonics, freaking Gary Payton. Like, man. And it's weird. It's so weird to think that Kevin Durant came in and played a year for the Sonics. Like it was that recent that I wonder if any other players are still playing for them. And Jeff Green's still in the league. I guess he's on the Rockets. Dang, he's 39. Dude's my age almost. Wow. So yeah, two former Sonics players still in the NBA. Oh. Yeah, it was 2008. Okay, interesting. But like Thunder games, you go to Thunder games, those things are wild. Like I know Seattle was super upset, but like, that's all they got in Oklahoma City. I mean, they got OU, for football and some other stuff, but that's their team, so everyone gets behind it, and man, those fans are loud. And I've talked about it a lot before, but I haven't been to any NBA games where they say a prayer before the game. Excuse me, but they do in Oklahoma City. That caught me off guard the first time. I was like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, the OKC fans are really into it. It's really cool. Um, but I know that the Seattle fans were lit. Yeah, they always have like a local pastor say a prayer before the game. The first time I was just like, whoa, this is different. Like I was just like, oh, okay. Well, I'll never forget that. So I wonder if they still do it. Because this was years back. This was when they had Westbrook and Durant and James Harden. Okay, they still do it. They still do it. Wow. Dope. Could you imagine if they stayed together? Oh man, it's so interesting to see now how Oklahoma City has built the team. How they had that team, and then they were able to build what they have now, and like how good they are at finding the talent and bringing it in. Ooh, I haven't checked that out. That should be entertaining. I'm definitely interested in that. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. But what else do I got? Oh yeah, we got the man. So I was living in Denton, Texas at the time, and it was like just about 3 hours up to Oklahoma City. So I would just I do day trips to go to games, and man, they were fun. Excellent, thank you. I'll check it out. Yeah, I just go up, get tickets for the game, or one of the buddies would have some tickets or whatever, and we'd go up there, and yeah, it was an experience. It was really good. It was really good basketball too. Saw Kobe play them. Dropped a whole bunch of points on them. Yeah, we won a lot. It was awesome. Super, super fun memories. Yeah, that was a wild team. Gosh, that was a good team. But dang, they're good again now too. So, and the Mavs are not so good. They need to move Anthony Davis. Let's see. I mean, I have hope for a Cooper Flag, but you just gotta remember he's so young. And even, people are expecting him to be Luka. Even myself, I was like, oh, well, maybe he's not so great. But I was expecting Luka with Cooper Flag, and that's not the kind of player he's going to be. He's going to be a different kind of player. But you got to remember, he's a baby. Oh, man. Oh, man, Christian. So when the Spurs were the Spurs, I was at UNT, and we had a ton of buddies from San Antonio. So it was always just wild times. And most of those times, I mean, the games were pretty good, but most of those times the Spurs were whooping up on the Mavs. So it was, gosh, they just kept winning. Just every other year, we're like, oh, they won again. They became insufferable. Although right now would be another good time to be a Spurs fan again too, because they got some excitement going on with Wemby and the boys. So I don't know. Yeah, I've always liked basketball, although I don't seem to watch it as much as I used to. But that's also like a channel thing. They made it annoying, like to watch the Mavs and stuff. Like to watch the Mavs, you got to have digital antenna and such. Hockey, man, there's nothing like a live hockey game. Right? Like, you know, you take it a step further, you go to a live playoff hockey game, add another layer going into overtime. But just the energy. Oh man, I love hockey. And college football. Who do you like in college football? I've been way more in tune to college football this year than any other year. I mean, the fact that UNT made a run this year was kind of fun, going to the conference finals and such. And then Caleb Hawkins got hurt, and they just couldn't get it together. Ah, so sad. And now they all go to Oklahoma State next year with the coach. Hockey's just fun because it's so different than all the other sports, and then every sport. Well, I guess soccer, but hockey's just so much faster. It's just nonstop action. They just keep going, and yeah, they switch out, but like I don't know. I never played hockey, but it looks exhausting. Going full speed, for a couple minutes at a time, and then you switch off. I don't know how the endurance would hold up for that one. But my biggest hockey moment I've talked about a lot was when the Caps won the Stanley Cup. I went to Game 2 in Vegas. That was the only game I could go to, and I was wearing my Ovechkin jersey, and we were all the way up in the 300s, and all the Vegas fans were still so nice. Like, the team was so new. It was their first year. They were just shocked that they were there. Like, there was no trash talk or nothing. They were just, they were just so happy to be there. So it was really cool. And the Caps won, so it was fantastic. Dallas Stars Game 6. Yep. Yeah, there's nothing like it. Like that energy, that like arena energy in playoff hockey. I just I just love that feeling. It's just so cool. Like, playoff basketball gets it a little bit, but it's not the same. Especially here, like, Mavs fans are so just hanging out to be at the game. Man, that's a night. That's a night, Christian. Heck yeah. Yo, Meter, what's good, brother? How's the raids going? Longhorns, for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, I like. I guess we're enemies there then, because um, the kid I shot in high school went to OU, and his little brother went to OU. So he's been the backup there last 2 years. So yeah, he started one game this year, and I was able to make it up for that. Went a little day trip up to Norman and caught him playing, and he got that dub. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. And he started the Red River rivalry last year and got smoked, but they were on their like 7th receiver or whatever. So nice, dude. Nice meter. Yeah, I've been watching a lot. I've been watching quite a bit of the Burnt Peanut while I do some work. That dude is wild. Talk about entertainment. That guy is an entertainer. Like the fact that he just goop goop goop, that he just YOLO charges into every situation. I mean, that's how I play too, but just putting all the personality into it, and talk about production value. Like, just banging songs as he loads into raids and all that stuff. Yeah, I've been watching a lot. I've never played it. Nick, the God Films, who does the Fit Life stuff now, was he had his laptop with at Cup, and he was rocking it. But man, like, talk about the kind of games I like. I like I like Tarkov a lot, but this looks like like a bit more casual than Tarkov. So that was what was cool about Tarkov, but like, just remembering everything in Tarkov there's just too much to remember. Yeah, a little more casual Tarkov, but Tarkov, like games like Tarkov will actually get you tense. You don't get that family friendly Tarkov for sure. You don't get that feeling in many games of like being in Tarkov, and then all of a sudden you hear a footstep out of nowhere, and you're like, "What was that?" Yeah, that one really gets the adrenaline flowing. It used to be like that in DayZ for me too. We used to play a ton of DayZ back in the day. Yeah, exactly. Wiles. What's up, dog? Indeed. Arc Raiders is the family friendly Tarkov. Yeah, DayZ used to get the blood pumping. You'd run for 5 hours, finally get looted, and then all of a sudden you're just, screen, you're just dead. You're like, what happened? Oh man, from the early start of my YouTube, I need to unprivate some of the DayZ videos, because, oh my gosh, they were so funny. Just off the walls moments. Oh man, we used to run. Our problem in DayZ was we had so many people in our squad that friendly fire was quite common, and I was definitely guilty of it a lot, because I was definitely a shoot first and we'll sort it out later. Like, yeah, I'll grab your stuff and we'll link back up, but yeah. And then man, when PUBG was in beta and stuff, oh, it was so good. Before it kicked off the battle royale craze pretty much, because that's what I wanted. Like, I wanted a DayZ where you didn't have to run as much and you could get into engagements quicker. And I know there's always like Arma and stuff like that, and different kinds of DayZ servers you could play on too, different maps and such. But yeah, when PUBG came out, whew, oh, it was so much fun. It's you can't match those times. Like, or even the first Warzone, playing the first Warzone during COVID. That timing was, whew. If it wasn't for that, times would have been a lot tougher. But yeah, there is way too many hours put into Warzone. Yep, that's true too. That's kind of where I'm at right now, Christian. Like, I don't, because I work for myself. So I'm like, oh yeah, if I could play games or I could edit. So I don't play games. I don't play games. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people are just nasty now. But as Bill gets older, I'm sure we'll, get some consoles going or whatever, and we'll get the touch back. Embrace the dad gamer vibe for sure. 'Cause I'm sure he'll be a little menace on whatever we're playing. You can already tell just in his personality and stuff he does too. He's gonna be good. It's in his genes. So yeah, so we got Summit Awards going on now too. Baldur's Gate, nice. Split Fiction and some older Lego stuff. Oh yeah, Lego games. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna have a blast. I don't know. Before we go into this Summit Award stuff, I read an article the other day about how different games were. Where are you going? Okay, remember that thing in there is huge. Like it might be like its own whole thing. Just saying. Be nice to Miss Kitty. Okay, very cool. But no, I was reading something. It's like a slide Instagram post, and it was talking about how games were different back in the day, and they like trained our brains to like solve problems, and like because there was no saving. Like you look back to Mario and Zelda and all that kind of stuff. Like there's no saving. You had to do it over, and remember what went wrong from last time. And now you can just like if you're playing like even like Skyrim, you can save 1,000 times. And like all the multiplayer stuff now, how it just keeps you coming back for more and more of the dopamine. But it used to teach you to actually problem solve and stuff. So it was talking about how different games were, and I was like, very interesting. You can definitely see it, especially how much more addicting they are now. I don't know. I mean, I guess I was always pretty into them back in the day. But yeah, all right. So Summit Awards. We got a few nominees in here. Meters up for, was it Flex? Christian for podcast. And I got videographer and innovator. But I have put together some interesting data just about paintball in general. Let's see. Where is my OBS? Right. Yeah, we got a ton. So this is just total views. And this is the overall. So it's interesting to see. So it's YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, because Facebook, it's really, you can't really find I can't find other people's data. I can find my own, but I can't see what other people are getting on Facebook. And the majority of companies don't really attack Facebook. I know ANS Gear hits it pretty hard. Lone Wolf, Fit, and Hydra do pretty well on Facebook as well. I don't know how much HK is on Facebook, but it's a good platform. So just looking at this stuff, it's interesting to see, to me, how underutilized TikTok is, because it was clearly my biggest platform with 150 million views. So just my TikTok beat everyone else. And no one is even really taking advantage of TikTok. I mean, I guess ANS is on there a little bit. Matt the Gym Rat obviously is on there. And then Marky posts a lot of the stuff on his like personal TikTok instead of the HK Army one. But it all goes to the same place anyways. But yeah, I was just really shocked how underutilized TikTok was. Because there's some crazy stats. They're saying TikTok shop revenue was gonna hit around 66 billion globally this year. Dang it, there was one good stat. TikTok shop makes up for nearly 20% of all social commerce sales in the US. Dang it, there was one stat I had, and I can't find it right now. But it was like something like 17% of users on TikTok bought something. No, because I can't separate them either. Yeah, I can't separate long form. Yeah, there's no way for me to. I mean, I could, but that would require quite a bit more work. This is also just to show, and like, so yours, I would have to go and count every one of your shows, so that's too much. That's too much work. This is just going to YouTube with vidIQ, and then going to Buzzlytics for Instagram and TikTok. But I do have some in the documentary category, which we'll get to in a minute. But of the podcasts that were available that I could find the numbers on, I was shocked, which was on top between Spick and Span, Play the Game, and Dan Shelley. So the order for that, it was Spick and Span with 171,000, and then Dan Shelley with 158,000, and then Play the Game with 131,000. So that was kind of surprising to me. But, and then here I have like the NXL plus Go Sports plus MLPB, all those numbers added up. So, I mean, they've definitely stepped it up. But like NXL, this is just people. This is like Go Sports collabing and people collabing with the NXL because they don't even have their own video guy. Yeah, which I'm like, I mean, you should probably have your own guy, but I could also boost that quite a bit. And then, so this number is HK plus paintball, but paintball's a lot of other stuff collab too, but it's just a HK tool. But I mean, they've done well with that with 43 million, so it brings their number up quite a bit. And then, but that's also like super, like I can't subtract collabs from the same one. Like if they collab together with HK or whatever, I can't take those numbers off, so it kind of inflates it. And then so Paintball Fits is super high too, because they collab with me, so that gets their numbers up there. So of the actual, so this is what's super interesting to me, is that the two big online retailers shows how much they value the content, because look how high their views are. And what's crazy is that ANS Gear, with 115 million views on YouTube, and that's like, that's all Rory just making stuff. Yeah, I'm also always curious about all the other stuff. I can't find all the podcast data either. Yeah, I wish everything was like YouTube, because YouTube analytics are so good. But I need the short and long form differentiated quicker. But yeah, I mean, I could boost it a lot. Because 350 million views. I think that's up from last year. I think I had like 220 million views last year. So that's up quite a bit. But yeah, so like, tons of people collab with NXL, but that's a pretty healthy number. And then Paintball Fit, and then Matt the Gym Rat does very well, just under 30 million. TikTok number healthy. And Hydra Fit. So these are like all pretty much double, because it's all collabs with Hydra Fit and Paintball Fit. But I can't really differentiate, so I just put it on there, because if I give an HK the full combination of all of them, I figure I'd do the same for Paintball Fit. And then Go Sports, because I don't have it with MLPB, because they still use Go Sports on Instagram, I guess. But then they still have MLPB, which also did 10 million views. So Go Sports did 21 million, and MLPB did 10 million, which is cool to see. And then Infamous, at 16 million. Marky's Personals, like I said, the TikTok, he has most of HK TikTok stuff on his personal one, but he still pulled some numbers. MLPB, it's got the YouTube. They're getting the TikTok going a little bit, which is good to see. I've definitely been having them show up in my algorithm quite a bit more recently. So they are actually taking advantage of the platform, which is good to see. And then we have Die at just under 14 million total. And then I put Enrique on here, just 12 million, mainly Instagram. I know he does Facebook too, but he hasn't hit TikTok or YouTube. And then GI Sports with nothing on TikTok, 614 on YouTube, and just over 9 on Instagram. So yeah, they're way further down. So Chris, I use vidIQ on YouTube, and then I use buzzlytics.io for Instagram and TikTok, and you can just type in an account and see how many views and stuff that account got. Interest, you can only see downloads. Huh. Yeah, because I'm definitely a streamer as opposed to a downloader. Yeah, but I'm always curious about everything. I just like numbers. So then for videographer, which I'm up for, I put up the other dudes and myself. And that's why these categories are weird, because like you got to think how different we are. Because like Fava's personal numbers are super low, but he's also not pumping out personal content. The majority of his stuff goes to Planet Eclipse. And he makes some incredible stuff. If you haven't watched the Tauntaun Forever documentary, go watch that thing, because it's fantastic. But So I put him plus PE. These are all PE's numbers right here, which are quite a bit lower than all the other companies and such. But yeah, I just want to show the difference. Like, it's not like everyone talks about grow the sport. This is grow the sport. Like, people, this is getting eyeballs that aren't watching just paintball stuff. Like, with our 17,000 annual tournament players, we're reaching new eyeballs and actually doing what people say. And that's the thing with Paintball Fit. Like, you go to documentary of the year here. So all the blue ones are the nominated ones, but they nominated the X Factor and Impact Road to a Championship over the Paintball Fit one. And the Paintball Fit one performed way better. So these numbers are from yesterday. So yesterday, the X Factor Impact Road to a Championship had 16,000 views, and that was at 44 days that had been out. And then the Paintball Fit one at 44 days had, 49,000 views. So I'm not sure, why that one's not on there, but that's probably recency bias. And you got to think all these nominees for media were by the media. So it's, they don't give Paintball Fit a lot of credit. For documentary, I nominated Fit Life because who else is doing a weekly documentary episode? So for that one, I just film, and God Films edits that now. And I don't know why they didn't put that on there, because that outperformed everything. And no one else is doing that. And that, like I said, you talk about grow the sport, but they just keep snubbing us, me and them. And it's like, what's the bias here? Like, give us some flowers. Like, come on. So I wasn't nominated for creator, which I'm definitely salty about. But I guess they're going for like more of a personality kind of thing. But I didn't pull all the creator numbers. But if we pull all the creator numbers, it'd be comical still. Like, it's not even close. It's like no one's even in the same ballpark. And I'm just a middle-aged dude with a camera and no budget. And these companies, what are these companies doing? Like, yeah, because you look, like I said, the online retailers, A&S, Lone Wolf, up there pretty high. Oh, I didn't put BFP gear on here. But BFP gear would be right here ahead of GI at about 10 million views. But I know views aren't everything, but they tell a pretty good story. And especially with everyone saying grow the sport, like you can see who's actively reaching new audiences and doing it at a high level. So yeah, when I'm not, put up for certain things, I'm like, maybe they think, you can't give someone everything, but all right, cool. I'll go do something else then. like I just want some credit for what I've done. And then the thing is like, 'cause it's not paying. So this is what YouTube was this year, just about 6K off of YouTube for 110 million views. And then Facebook is 3,100 for 54 million views. So that's like nothing. Like, that's what, 9,400 for the year. Yeah, that's 9,400 for 160 million views. I don't have TikTok monetized because when I turn on the money on TikTok, all the views stopped. Like I'd go from million view videos to 100 view videos. So I was like, well, that's not good. I'm just trying to get people to see paintball and maybe come check it out. So, but yeah, you can just see a big difference. And if like NXL wants to bump their numbers, cut the check, you know. Yeah, if outside sponsors are looking at numbers, we can do numbers. We can do numbers. Because like I didn't collab with the NXL at all this year, and those posts always did crazy numbers. So, yeah, but they don't see the value in it. Yep, that's the problem. A lot of things in paintball are very backwards, which is frustrating because I love it so much, and like that's the main goal. Cut the check. Cut the check. Yeah. And yeah, engagement and all that stuff is good too, but you know, yeah, obviously engagement numbers are what companies are looking for and stuff, but I mean these are the only numbers I can get, so they paint a very clear picture though. Right. Right. Yeah, the obvious thing apparently not so obvious. Yeah, the fact that the NXL doesn't employ a videographer is wild. You look at every other league and they have like, there's NFL films, and then there's, you know, NBA has guys, but they just use their broadcast partner, Go Sport. They just use Go Sports for content. But yeah, they don't have any of their own content, which is not how any league does it. They all have their own guys. They don't just rely on broadcast partners. Okay, some brains for sure. For sure. But I think it takes from all posts. Yep. Yep. I wish I had those too, Almighty, for sure. I would love to see what sports cam guys are guided by. Well, the thing about Go Sports is they put out super dope stuff, right? Like all their long form stuff is great, but it always just, you know, takes so long. But highly produced things, you know, they take a lot of work. But like all the Road to a Championships they put out this year are awesome. Like I really enjoy watching them. But there's just not a lot of continuous content. Now you can go and watch a bunch of old paintball films on there, but you know, maintaining a full year-long subscription, it's like, why? There's just not enough content. For sure. For sure. Right. Right. Well, like this number, this ANS gear number for YouTube, that's super impressive. Like I said, no, you know, it's not like actual videos of people playing paintball. It's just Rory goofing around, doing memes, you know, goofy reloads, showing off stuff. They've hit it hard. And initially, I'd forgot to look up ANS and Lone Wolf. And then I punched in ANS's and I was like, whoa. Yo, what's up, B Gravy? All good. All good, my dude. Good evening. Good evening. But yeah, I'm just looking at this like, yo, give me some love. And then I go around reading all the people saying, oh yeah, this guy's the GOAT. This guy's the GOAT. And I'm like, it's not what the numbers say. But like I said, views aren't everything. Yo, what's up, Turner? We're just looking at the absolute destruction versus everyone else that I have put out this year. And the underutilization of TikTok. You can see that everything is mainly Instagram focused. Like I said, I can't find any Facebook numbers. Those are too hard to find. And I know some of these do pretty good on Facebook. Like I bet ANS Gear does pretty good on Facebook. So I can't get the full picture, but I can get my full picture. And I can account for every one of those on the platform, tracking it. Well, how do we get to 2024 so fast? How do math form calculate it? Use it. Take them back about 3 hours. Right. Well, like, that 110 million views ain't worth it for the 6K that generates. Because it ain't easy to capture this stuff. But yeah, it's just kind of, I do enjoy. This is paintball views, paintball wrapped by Verbhal for 2025. Companies and creators wrapped. I appreciate you, Turner. So yeah, do me a favor and go freaking vote for me. What's the link? And I think you can vote daily. So if you haven't, go get it. I would appreciate it. Because I'll put in the sweat equity for it. Yeah, this is like, paintball is definitely the hardest thing I could shoot. Like anything else is like so much easier. When I shoot football, it's like such a blessing. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so easy compared to paintball. So yeah, could you imagine just shooting corporate stuff, just corporate video? that would be laughably easy. Um, yeah, things where you're not getting shot at just makes it, you know, I guess that's the thing. Being shot at a ton and then going to something that doesn't have that, everything seems easier. Really adds a huge kink to it. Easy but boring, for sure. For sure. Yeah, corporate would be super boring. But I enjoy football. I think football's, I mean, I really enjoy football, so it's pretty fun. But if I was doing like, corporate or something like that, it would just be, I just switch my brain to the super technical, making sure the lighting was perfect, or everything I control in that, Yo, Turf Master. Sup, Gramps? How's it going, my dude? Um, yeah, it would just switch over to the technical side. Yep. Yep. I don't know why they do it like that. That's super annoying because then I feel like I have to, I mean, I guess they want that. I have to put it out every day, daily reminder to vote. Not ideal. I don't know. These things stress me out. I don't like them. Next time I'll be like, just don't include me. I'll just make up my own award. I appreciate you. I don't know. Maybe I think that's what I'll do. Christian's done it before. Christian's done his own awards before. I think I'll make up my own awards too. Because why not? Because I can. Yeah, one of these Thursdays, I'll have to figure it out here after Christmas. Yeah, I'll give out my 2025 awards. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so next Thursday is Christmas, so obviously no stream then, and then the next day is New Year's Day. We might be able to do it on New Year's Day though. I don't do anything crazy for New Year's Eve, so probably shoot off some fireworks and hang out. Um, right, right. Yeah, I would stick to the media side probably. Because players is tough. Let's see. Oops. On the wrong keyboard. Hang on. Who tried to poach Chavi? Right, right. No. Maybe if I get rid of that. Oh, 2026 Summit Awards. Interesting. Let's just look at some of this stuff. Some of these. Oh, that goes right there. Player of the Year. That one is impossible for me to figure out because obviously I'm super biased. So I'm going to go Chavo or Scott. I feel Chavi gets so much of the credit, and I've seen the work that Stu puts in, but Yeah, the 1v1 wins are super sick. But man, they just put Chavi out there on an island. And he holds it down. Like Tampa, he's just on an island the whole time. But you could do it like this because you could give Scott player, and then Chavi offensive player, and then Trent's an interesting choice here for defensive. I mean, I know they have Seaball up for a lot of stuff, but I don't know. Trent usually gets up there a lot. Um, Dorito player, Chavi, easy. Snake player, Scott. Hold the glaze. Like this is wild though. Axel and Hugo, like that 1-2 punch is just ridiculous. The midgets, the three midgets, Malloy, Axel, and Hugo. Like when those guys are going at it, man, that match was so good. So Dylan from Defy is making something about the Red Legion and Tauntaun's match from World Cup. I sent him all my footage, so I can't wait to see what he cooks up. He's gonna make something incredible, I'm sure. Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, they finished ninth, and last year it was like all dynasty. The previous couple of years it's been like all dynasty, right? So feels right. Um, Flex player meter, obviously. Yarber is a flex player. That's like, I mean, Nate Schroeder's all over the place too. Obviously, I'm gonna vote meter. Meter is tough because, I'll start filming meter, and the first day he's like going snake side, and then day 2 you'll start going Dorito, and then Sunday he'll go somewhere else. So he is a true flex player. Yeah, it feels like within like almost every tournament this year, I'd be like, wait, what? I'd set up on one side, ready for meter to come to that side, and then he'd go the other side, and I'd be like, what? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they all come together in 2026. It'll be very interesting for sure with new additions. I think that's like why Fit and like the Russians have had such success, is because it's a static group and they know each other so well, and I think that's really important. Yeah, that's definitely like the cohesion is huge. But I feel like for Dynasty, I guess they have Junior as the coach, but we'll see who else they bring in. Right, right. Because I think there's guys that do stuff different, like the way like Colt and Marcelo put the game together is different than being a defensive player of the year. Like obviously Colt wouldn't be there this year, but you know what I mean. Like the guys that paint the picture, freaking Jason Edwards, Um, I don't think he would. He's pretty chilling and wants to do get more 1v1 stuff going. I'm sure that's where his heart's at these days, is getting people out there 1v1, and which is a pretty cool mission as well. Omara finally has teammates on his level. Yeah, Omara is nasty. Omara gets such a bad rap. Like, just looking at my clips and the refs screwing him over and over and over. Like just off of reputation alone, I'm like, bro. That's why I got to call him out. That's why I had to friggin' clear his name. I was like, nah. Y'all need to quit throwing majors on O'Mara when it's not a major at all. Major on the other guy, maybe. Breakout player. Yeah, easily Seabaugh. Holland had a good year. He played really well. And then Hugo's sick. But yeah, definitely Seabaugh. Because when he stepped in Tampa, when Colt went down, like, heck yeah. Because Colt was hurt all year, except for Cup. That's why. Breakout team, definitely Tauntauns. Man, Uprising had a pretty great year as well. But got to be Tauntauns. Yeah, I could get down with that, Christian. And then Rookie of the Year. So this was what's crazy. So for Rookie of the Year, I was looking. I was like, what? I was like, Sea Dogs. I was like, haven't they been in for 2 years? And I was like, no, they've only been here for 1 year. Dude, it feels like, excuse me, right now, it feels like Tampa was about 5 years ago. Like, it just feels like it was so long ago. I don't know. Hugo's not a rookie because he played in the Champions Cup for Tauntauns. Was that last year? So I wouldn't really consider him a rookie. Andy, I think it's like pro division rookie, but like I said, he played for Tauntauns in the Champions bracket before, so I'm taking him out of that. Even though I love him, I think Hugo's awesome. I mean, obviously I vote Seabaugh there, but I mean Andy had a great year. Shane Salmon is a character. This guy's very entertaining. He's hilarious. He is super funny. And then Coach of the Year, obviously Casey. I mean, obviously these are all my super biased opinions. Divisional X-Ball Team of the Year. I'm gonna go Gunners. Again, super biased. It's been really fun. I'm not as close to it as like Christian, but it's cool to see what Jesse has done. Getting those guys winning series championships nationally and just performing well. Like you look at USXPL, everyone fears the Gunners. They're like, oh man, got to play the Gunners. So yeah, seems like he does things the right way with them, which I really enjoy. I talked to him a little bit, to Jesse a little bit at Cup during the awards, like a little bit before Fit was going to go up and get their second place in their series trophy. So I talked to Jesse a little bit, and it's been great to see what he's done with those guys. WNXL player, I guess Angie. Offensive, Angie. Defensive, The Ultimate Shootout champ Nicole Gates. Yeah, Hodges. Yeah. Yeah. Big fan of his for sure. Dorito player, Corinne. Snake player, Angie. Flex player. What? There's 4 heroines players? What in the tarnation? I don't even know. Breakout player. Wait. Hadley. But didn't Hadley win it last year? How can you win breakout player of the year 2 years in a row? I don't think. What? So confused. Breakout team? I guess Femmes probably. Rookie. Chloe. Coach. Anthony, I guess. Okay. Now here's why I have serious questions. For innovator of the year. Oh, hang on. Where's my phone? Oh, there it is. Yes, some?
Can I get this for Charlotte?
Sure.
Because then they each would have a big present.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right, love you, bye. All right, looks like Sissy Girl's getting a Frozen vanity. So yeah, what were these guys' innovations? I mean, I have guesses. I guess Aaron's would be motivational reels. For me, it was ball tracking. Ball tracking with the zoom, with the sound effects, with the shooting it properly. I don't know. I'm sure someone's tracked the ball before me. I've never said I am the first one to track a paintball, but I posted a whole year of it, and I think it's the way paintball should be watched. So, did I create it? No. Did I innovate it? You bet. Innovated the heck out of it. Matt Clayton, Eagle Scout, he just was using large format film cameras. I guess that's innovative. But then we have like Nigel, who is out there using film, for years now. Dylan's innovation. I don't know what his innovation is. I mean, he makes super dope videos, but I have no idea what his innovation is. And Yosh's innovation, I don't know what his innovation is either. So obviously me. Videographer, same, me. And this is all telling that they put Instagram, Facebook, no TikTok, no YouTube. Oh, they do for podcasts though. Huh. Where's the TikToks? Let's show the dominance of the TikTok. Photographer. Like we're almost to the point where, we need just a film photographer of the year. Because we have so many film guys out there, which is super dope. Like when it costs money each time to take a photo, that's different. That's different. And then podcast. So Play the Game is the one I definitely watch the second it drops, usually. I definitely watch them all. I don't know. I think doing them live is a whole different animal too, though. So we need that separation as well, live versus pre-recorded. Paintball content creator of the year. Hello. Let's add up all the views. 350 million views. No content creator nod. Smoking everybody. Where am I? But the wording for this one was weird. Whose personality? This is like personality of the year more than content creator. So yeah, give me a paintball content creator of the year and then have a different one for personality or whatever. And presence made the biggest impact. Yes, my presence has the biggest impact to the tune of 350 million views. 350 million views. That is way more influence and presence than any one of these dudes had. And it's not even close. Because I'm the one getting. Matt does pretty good with outside views and like making videos for the normies to get into as well. Yeah, I am paintball. But yeah, it's kind of true. But obviously, Christian, I always appreciate what you do, and watch them all too. But I also like to consume paintball content, and just stay in touch with kind of everything that's going on. So yeah, for that one, it's definitely Matt. Get out of here, Wolf. I'm the real Wolf. Okay. I'm the real Wolf of paintball. I'm the real Wolf of paintball for sure. Yeah. And that definitely wasn't a 2025 thing though, Joe. That was a great watch. And I don't feel that All That Matters was really a documentary. That was more a hype movie with music. But you got to look at all the different things, like, because this had actual production value. And this is Fava just ripping it. But also, he has some budget, obviously. I've never had a a budget for anything. Well, and then this one. So I went over this earlier, Joe. Why is Road to a Championship X Factor versus Impact here? This should be the Paintball Fit one. Because if you go here to the documentaries, right. Well, the majorities have no budget, unfortunately. But yeah, the Paintball Fit one smoked the X Factor one in views. I'm actually surprised how few views All That Matters has got, especially with the amount of money and time that went into that thing. It's super dope. But you got to remember, that's the difference. That's the difference. Everyone's making stuff for paintball players. I'm not trying to make stuff for paintball players. I want to make stuff for the general public. You know, like in the video. Man, Brad has been making some super dope videos. Like about the Timmy, about the Tauntauns 352. Yeah, he's been crushing it with his videos recently. I'm always looking forward to more. And those ones are great too, because those can reach, broader broader audiences. And this one was great. Nick's was great. I don't remember Feel It. And I don't remember this. You'll have to watch them. But yeah, it still needs some work. But yeah, where's Paintball Fit for documenting the whole year every week for Fit Life? And I nominated it too. And I put that it was edited by God Films. Like, yeah, I was talking to Johnny. We're just like, where's the love? Why do they give us no love when we do more than anyone to actually grow the sport? And then these photos just didn't really do it for me. I know all of these dudes took a better photo this year. I mean, I guess J-Mac was trying to go for emotion. I mean, Nigel likes that photo. Veronica's with a sun flare. ARGs is just, I don't know. It's not a like spectacular photo, right? It's just like, oh, cool, you're standing next to the thing. Like, no, I don't know. I mean, I like my photo of it, Joe. And this, I think Shelda should have stopped this down, his aperture down a lot more, and got kind of the crowd in focus. And it's weird. It would have been cooler if it was lower for the guy who lays down all the time, and it wasn't even low. My stadium won. I mean, obviously, I'm biased, but I mean, if it was straight up the league voting, right? Like they go with that. And I don't take many photos, but I like that one. Let's see. Do I still have some loaded up in here? I had the Tampa stuff loaded up. Going for sun flares. These are just ones I sent to. I didn't have a good background there, but that's cool that it looks like. That's actually super cool. I actually really like that. Yeah, these are all uncropped. This is kind of cool if you know who the people are. Yeah, and then Joe was here when I was going for this photo. Yeah, because what was the old movie? Was it Push? Bunch of caca. Whichever old paintball movie it was where they start and they're just cleaning up all the shit from World Cup. Like, that's what was in my mind when I went and took this. I'm just shocked by what the VIP was. Like, I can't believe the amount of wood and how kind of custom built the VIP was. Oh God, I was so mad. I walked over for this photo because I just squirted paintballs all over myself. Yeah, no Sky Lounge. Yeah, the amount of work that goes into the VIP is wild. I thought it was just like risers or whatever, but it's wood and nails and built out. Yeah, we haven't had the Sky Lounge in a couple years now, I don't think. That thing was dope. Screws. Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. But yeah, I was it 24? Gosh, that feels like freaking 10 years ago right now. I think it was 23. Because it feels like a really, really, really long time ago right now. So that would make more sense. Dang, we need more of these blockers though, without that old logo. I think they misplaced them though, but we need them with the Major League Paintball on the back because that does make for a super dope photo. Like, I wish we still had these back blockers because it'd be dope to have this photo and then have one inside the stadium as well with the Major League Paintball. We do need netted blockers. I don't know why we can't have such things, but it would help a lot. Alrighty. Need to make something for the day. The Silent Hill games. Yeah, advertisements from the blockers. Well, see, that's the thing, too. Like, we don't even need to put stuff actually on the blockers. You can just put it on the screen, on the live stream. Like, the NBA court has, like, rotating ads on the NBA courts that they just superimpose on there. Yeah, you just need empty spaces. In the For the Streets podcast. Oh. Dang it, Justin. Getting in my shot. Right, yeah. Yeah. In theory, the bunkers don't even need logos. But that technology might be a little advanced for us. Right. If we can rent a Jumbotron for a night, we could probably be able to put logos on bunkers. It's going to be really funny, though, to see people playing under the lights and realizing how hard it is. Because you lose track of paintballs way more often under the lights than you do in the daylight. Yeah, playing paintball under artificial lights is very hard. Like, Nightball looks like it's bright, but it is dark. Glowball is so dark. Like, I can't believe we can even get anything with our cameras at Glowball. It's freaking... Right, me too. Me too. I know Tampa does have very good lights. I was reading about how good of lights the Buccaneer Stadium has. which is pretty cool. So I want to see the difference in that between that and like, you know, just the LEDs we have hanging over the field out here. But I just think artificial light in general is just is a super challenge. Yeah, but I do think what Joe said with the hertz is a big thing too. Like if you have your shutter speed too fast, you just see black banding going up and it just looks awful on the videos because you're going over the hertz or whatever. Yeah, I'm curious. Just knowing what I know about having shot under lights so much out here, I want to see what the flicker will be like with those lights and such. Because there's always a flicker no matter what. Like even with the A93, even with a global shutter camera, you can still see the lights getting brighter and darker. I don't have to worry about the black banding with that camera, but yeah, you can see the lights pulsing. And it's weird because when you're standing there, it feels like they're the same brightness the whole time, but like it's a huge difference on the video. Yeah, and speaking of contrasting, you can see how this guy's shooting bright shelled paint, the far guy, but you can't see it because the bunkers are white. Like there's so many factors that go in. So if you do a tennis ball yellow shell, but your paint's still yellow, and then the bunker's all covered in yellow, you're not going to be able to see the ball. So you have to have a pink or a orange paint, so you can still see them. So the black lights don't do anything during the day. I don't know the science behind the wavelengths of light, but yeah, they don't even make it look like a little bit more visible or anything. But I'm curious for like we could probably track one here. Oh no, I'm just gonna mark it for later. I don't love this one. But maybe over the next week at Christmas, it'll be nice to just have something. I can be like, all right, well, at least I got a guy shooting someone here, so I can track this. And so I don't think it's actually like glow in the dark paint. Like, 'cause I know like HK has their loaders and their paint, and I think that's actually like glow in the dark. But this is just a bright yellow shell, so it doesn't like hold the glow. Like, you know, you can like, if you can charge up something that's glow in the dark and then take it into the dark, and it'll still be glowing. Like that doesn't happen with these balls. They're just super bright. Welcome. What's up, Dan? How's it going, man? Just looking for something to post for the day. Spin it up. I can hear turtle in the background. If HK's paint would be the best? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what the guy in Maui has going on with the red lights and the glow balls, that looks fire. Yeah, he's been hitting me up. I think that was in February. If I'm going to Maui, I'm gonna have to bring the whole family for that one. That was on Valentine's Day too. So, but yeah, the red light with the glow looks incredible. I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know much of science with glow in the dark and light wavelengths and all that stuff, but the red light looks super cool. Right. Well, that's what I was just saying, Dan, is you need contrast. If it's yellow and yellow, you won't be able to see nothing once the bunkers are all covered. Well, see, that shell looked great because there was the contrast, because the bunkers were dark and there was no time for them to get covered in paint. So that's why it looked so good. But if it was, late in the day and the bunkers are all covered, you ain't seeing nothing. Yo. This is that Ethan Adams, that NRG, that flick, cross-handed flick. Oh, dude. I guess the angle's off, but if he had shot both of them right there. Right? I should have left it wide to get the guy in the Dorito shooting him. I guess I zoomed in for someone getting annihilated. Those new bunkers are crazy. They are fortresses. Right, you can really dig into those things. Right, this layout was designed specifically for Johnny for the hard point style that we're trying out now, which is chaotic and super fun and awesome and really cool. But yeah, he had it positioned so that just very, very intentional for the gameplay that was on it. Right? Yeah, putting oof. Yeah, audio is always the problem. But putting transmitters on all of our cameras is a super good idea. Like, heck, I put one on for Go Sports if they want to give me a couple bucks. You can give me a headset too, and you can tell me you're coming to my camera, and I'll keep it on the shot and not flick randomly. oh gosh, dang it. I wanted to talk about this too. So that's one thing that makes paintball very hard to broadcast as well, because in broadcast television, there's a 180-degree rule. And so there's an imaginary line, and they try not to cross that line So like you look at like football broadcasts and basketball broadcasts and soccer and all that stuff. They try not to cross the line that goes across. They don't go to the other side because it disorients people. And so we're trying to do that in paintball, but like in paintball, I mean, you have to break the rule. Everything I've learned in paintball is that you have to break the rules doing videos. Everything is counterintuitive. Where they stand that thing up? I don't know. I don't know. See, like this. What? Oh, there it is. I was like, where the heck is the ball? This is why you need a fast shutter speed while tracking, so that the ball is not kind of translucent and not streaky. But as you can see, it was really foggy and dark. That's right there. Huh? What? Right? Right? Yep. Very counterintuitive. What is this paint? Wait. Who shot this guy? Was it not with the crazy cross? Because I don't see anywhere where that hit him. Just looking for paint coming in from this side now. Well, I was pretty sure this guy was the last guy left. But I mean, you can hear the refs calling him out. All right, so this one misses. But where does that come from? I was just trying to see if his own team shot him or something. But you know what? It could still work out. Yeah, I do want to get it printed. I might print it too. Doc had asked for it for desktop, so I sent it to him last night for his desktop wallpaper. But I might give it to Sci Guy and Seaball. That thing's fire. No, because this guy wasn't even shooting. He was gunned down. I'm so confused. But like I said, with the proper question, the clip can still go crazy. The emojis on the post will be a zebra and a blind person cane. I was going to say, because is there any paint anywhere? What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? That's not a hit. Yep. Yep. Someone sniping from field 3. But we would see the ball come in, is what I don't get. Oh, I thought he was going to touch where he was shot. No, come back. No, come back. Ah. Like, there wasn't even a ball that was that close. Yeah, he definitely must have got scared and caught himself out, but... Hang on. That's what I... Oh, man. All right. I think this is the ball we'll track then, because it looks like it's the closest one to him. Paintball is scary. So last weekend I was playing Red 1 at Official, which is a big game. And I bought a Santa suit last year. So I was wearing it this year. Thank goodness, because like a sweatsuit inside. It's like so hot, and it was so cold on Sunday. So all the paint was super hard and bouncy. So in my Santa suit, when they shot the Santa suit, and the engagements are pretty far away, like everything was bouncing off of me. So I was like, if they don't shoot me in the mask or in the gun, I'm good. So I was just walking at them, shooting at them, like a Santa Terminator. It is so much fun. Yeah, it's so much different too when you have actual adrenaline as opposed to being on the sideline just getting blasted. Like, hey man, that wasn't very nice. So yeah, I guess we'll use that as the start point, and then we'll go to our master bin and grab our crosshair. Um, and then I want to zoom to start so I can get at the bottom. Perfect. So we can start with a crosshair there. And then we'll go to the point of impact. Or the point where the ball goes whizzing by. Dang, now I gotta find a sound for this one though. Yeah, the Maui paintball feller asked me if I had the sound of a paintball just zinging past something, and I was like we hear it all the time, but that's so hard to get because the travel time is so fast because you'd normally hear the gun. So you'd have to be far away, but if you're far away, then you don't have that zing, So I was like, dang, I don't even know how I would capture that sound. Oh man, that was nice. Cool. Well, why did my keyframes not stay? Okay. That could work. Right, yeah. Huh. Did that look? No, the ball lags behind. See, this is why bright paint with white bunkers doesn't work. And this isn't the glow yellow. This is that pink and yellow shell. We'll switch this to. take off the magnet and grab a whoosh. Oh, we don't need the hit sound. We can use metallic riser, popularizer. That's not bad there. Well, not past this, right? All right. Is he even back yet? I guess he should be back by now. His anniversary. Oh man. Hang on, let me get signed in here real quick. Where's my password manager? Hockey docky, we're in. Sonic boom. Ooh. That could be funny. Ooh, there. Not bad. Yo, and that's what they do, Joe. Like the way they create these sounds is wild. I don't know if you ever watched a video on it, but watching guys do Foley for sound is hilarious. Like, and the sounds they get from stuff, you'd be like, I would never would have thought for that. It's just random stuff. I like that, but let's see if we can do better. Oh! It's not bad. Space. And then that's when it gets crazy when you start combining them. All right, Joe. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah. All right. Yes, sir. You too. Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year. And normally I would cut it if there was a hit, but since there's not, I'll have to have them coming out and slow a little bit just so we can see and be 21 seconds, so that's long. Christian, have a great one. Thanks for chatting. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, looks like we can't go full verti. Okay, that works. Sick. Telephono. And then I'll slide this over. Airdrop. Why? Why you be dumb sometimes? Oh well. Yep. I'll get this sorted in a second. I will catch y'all later. Thanks for chilling. Have a great one. See you soon. We'll have the Verbal Awards. Thank you so much for hanging out. And Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And stay safe out there. Peace.